it is Lucy, and I want to do a review on Evening Primrose Oil. Now, it's also commonly known as EPO. This one in particular is a Fairhaven Health product. I prefer Fairhaven Health because it's a company that I know and can trust because they're natural, they're organic, a lot of their products are gluten-free, GPM certified facility, all that stuff that you want in a company, especially in products that you're going to ingest one way or another. So let's start with the basics. The price to the bottle of EPO is $12.95. Each bottle comes with 64 capsules and it is 4 times a day. So if you do the math, then that allows for 16 days. Now, people are probably thinking, how does that work? So let me explain. You want to start taking it on cycle day 1. For those of you who don't know, that is the first day of your period. 64 capsules, 4 times a day, allows for 16 days. So you start first day of your period and you continue for 16 days. But there's a side note. You want to take it until you ovulate, and after you ovulate, you stop use. So if you ovulate before cycle day 16, which the majority of women do, then you'll probably have a couple of these left over. And on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, if you knowingly ovulate past cycle day 16 normally, you may want to invest in a couple of bottles. I wouldn't suggest more than 2. I wouldn't think more than 2 would be needed. But yes, you may want to stock up on not just 1, but 2. There is a fly in here. My kids left the door open. Sorry. So you may want to stock up on 2 of the EPO bottles. That way you have enough to get you through cycle day 1 until you ovulate. Now, me personally, I chart, I know my body, but even so, I don't always ovulate at the same point. Actually, I never ovulate at the same point. So I have a really bad tingle. Sorry. Let's see, with my oldest, I ovulated around cycle day 22. I don't know, it was like really late in the game. So yeah, I definitely would have had to have 2 of these. With my son, I want to say I ovulated really early, around cycle day 10 or cycle day 12. So I would have had some left over there. And then with my 3rd child, I ovulated pretty normal, somewhere around cycle day 14 to 16. So it's pretty spot on for the normal person. But if you don't know, I do suggest 2 bottles just in case. Just in case. Worst case scenario, you have a lot left over, no big deal. So we've covered the price, we've covered the how-to, and let's cover the why. So the purpose to Evening Primrose Oil is it creates a more lubricating atmosphere, but in a more fertile way. So basically what it's doing is it's allowing the cervix to be more lubricated, but in a sperm-friendly way. So this will actually help the sperm not only guide its way up to where it needs to go, but it will also help the sperm last or live longer. So it's upping your chances of conception. Now, the last thing I want to cover about the capsules is each capsule actually contains 500 milligrams of EPO and 5% of GLA, which if you don't know what that stands for, you can check that out right here. So that basically sums it up, but to recap, $12.95, it will last 16 days, and it increases your chances of conception by creating a more lubricated atmosphere that will help guide the sperm up to where it needs to go and live longer. Oh, and one last thing. It actually works best if you're taking the Fertile CM, which Fairhaven Health also sells as well. So make sure you check that out too. And I will see y'all later. Bye, YouTube.